Aspiring actor Dustin Cruz passed away when he was just 28.
Yes, he had moved to California. He wanted to pursue a little life in entertainment, and he'd been out there 2 or 3 times and then home 2 or 3 times. A lot of rejection in that business, and so he would stay out a while and then he would come home a while. So the last time he went out, he was out there about a month, and one day early one morning he was jogging, and he crossed the street and a car hit him, and there was a witness, but they couldn't identify anyone. It was a hit and run, and he was taken to the hospital and had brain surgery, but he didn't survive. So while he was jogging, he didn't have any identification on him. So it was a Thursday morning, and it was not until Thursday night that we found out about it. When someone he was supposed to meet, he didn't show up, and they heard about something on television about an unidentified person in the neighborhood where he lived had gotten hit. So he went to someone went to the hospital and identified him, and then called us. We all flew out there and said our goodbyes. It hurts every day. You never get over that. Awful thing, but you know, life is not perfect, and I have to believe that that all my prayers aren't answered. If they were, the world would probably be in a worse mess than it is now. But we just can't expect the perfect life. And he lived a very full life. Had lots of friends. There were about 400 people at his funeral. He lived a full life, and he did what he wanted to do. It just was cut very short.
Though his death was sudden, Dustin registered as an organ donor, one of many millions of Americans. This empowered his family to make the decision to donate if he had not told them.
I didn't know he was an organ donor at the time, but when the doctor told us that he was brain dead, he was on life support. The only good thing I could think out of the situation was that maybe he could be an organ donor. And since he was young and healthy, his brother who was there said, "Dad, I know he's an organ donor. It's on his driver's license." They had talked about it. I didn't know that, but that's the short story. That was in 2003.
In the midst of a tragedy, a grieving family has some comfort in that their loved ones can save and improve the lives of as many as 50 people. The Cruz family had the chance to meet with some of the recipients of Dustin's organs through One Legacy, the organization that managed the organ donations.
If there's anything good that could come out of a death, that would be it. It's more positive for the families that received the organs, obviously, than it is for those who had to make the decision to donate. But we did get in touch with some of the recipients. One contacted us, and we were in communication a short time with a lady. Haven't been in contact with her for 7 or 8 years. She was a widow who was raising a son alone, and she had kidney failure and was on dialysis and could not work. And she wrote us a letter and told us what a life-changing experience it was. My son Dustin was real outgoing. Obviously, if he wanted to be an entertainer, he was an outgoing person. And she even said that she became more outgoing.
Even though at least 8 million Texans are registered as organ donors, there is still a need for more. Every 10 minutes, another person in need is added to the waiting list for an organ. Fortunately, becoming a registered donor is simple. In the state of Texas, donors can register at the DMV or online at donatelifetexas.org. There are many misconceptions about organ donation, such as the family of the deceased having to pay for donation, the donor not receiving quality care in order to get organs, and the donor being unable to have an open casket funeral. None of these are true.
I guess there is some solace in knowing that one person's tragedy may have improved the lives of someone else. And so why waste an organ that we obviously can't use after our death? It may improve someone else's life, and not just that life, but their whole family. So I would encourage everybody to be a donor if they, if they would consider that. There's no point in you having any of these organs after you die. So if someone else could benefit from it, why not?